Are you having trouble with focus out on the golf course? Did you say yes? Would you like to know how you could concentrate better out on the golf course? Oh, did you say yes? Okay, so don't go anywhere. I'll be with you in a moment to show you how you can do that. Hey there, Tiff the Lady Golf Teacher here, and welcome to today's tip. So, focus. Now, this is a big issue that comes up in golf. I have many golfers that discuss this with me, write to me about it. I have conversations on the phone about it, the whole thing. So, how can we focus better? Well, I'll tell you a conversation. I had a conversation with a lady not so long ago, and she was telling me that she just can't seem to tune people out. Like, if there's people that she plays with are really chatty, and she's really struggling to tune them out. And I have other ladies that come and talk to me like, I just hit the ball so well at the driving range, but I can't seem to do it out on the golf course. I'm a superstar on the driving range. But I just can't seem to make it happen out on the golf course. Well, there's a reason, okay? There's a reason that happens. So what actually happens is that when people actually go out and play out on the course, well, they expect that it's all just going to magically happen, okay? And I'm not saying this, I don't want to think that I'm saying this to be rude to you or anything. I'm not. I'm doing this because I want to help you. So the thing that you want to do and make sure that you do is you want to learn how to focus. And hey, you know what? It's not your fault because you haven't learned how to do it, right? It's just that you just don't know how to do it. And that's the problem, is that, taking up golf, and, I consider golf a precision sport. So therefore, everything that you do in golf, and you'll probably agree that everything that you do in golf, you've really got to do exact. And, some people call me a perfectionist when it comes to skills and so on. Well, there's a reason for that, and that's because I want to make sure that you technically get everything correct. Even with the tips that I give you and that you see, it's all about making sure that you're doing things the right way, right? Simple, yet effective. So we need to make sure that when you're actually playing out on the golf course, well, then you've got to learn how to focus. I'll tell you how you can do this, a very simple way how you can start doing this very shortly. But I had another conversation with another lady. I won't tell you who her name is, but she'll probably pick it up when she hears this story. That when she's out playing on the course, she really struggles with her focus. Now, the reason that she struggles with her focus is because she's thinking about all these different things that she's got to do. And she knows that she can, because she hits the ball really well, and she goes to the driving range, she practices really well, and she's swing looks great, and yeah, of course I've taught her, but the swing looks great and everything, but yet she still struggles out on the course. And I said to her, what you need to do is you need to spend 5 minutes a day working on this specific thing. And she said, Tiff, I don't have 5 minutes to do that. I'm too impatient, I'm too this, I'm too that, I've got to keep moving. If I have to stop and, think about what I've got to do, my mind's too busy, I've got to go and do something else, right? Now, this is where the problem is. So in golf is a sport in which you have to stay in the moment, okay? You have to be there, because I'm sure when you've stood over the ball and you've got set, to a shot, and you started thinking about something else that you had to do, or something that happened in the past, or something that you've got to do tonight, or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden the shot didn't work, and it's like, well, what happened? And for that moment in time, your concentration, your focus has disappeared. Okay, you've thought about something else, which means that you weren't focused on what you need to do right now. And that is the key to golf. The key to golf is not only getting the technical skills right, because you have to get the technique, right? Because technique builds confidence. So we need to make sure the technique's there so that you know what to do. You're not standing over the ball guessing and going, oh my gosh, what have I got to do today? I don't know. I forget how to swing the golf club, right? So you need to make sure that technically you know what to do. But it's not just that alone. It's also making sure that you know how to focus, okay? And, you know, there's another client of mine, you know, for 10 years I've been about learning how to use this a lot better, right? No, it's all physical, it's all physical. And then one day I got her to track her scores and I got her to do specific things and she went, oh my goodness, now I know what you're talking about. So now the mission is to improve the focus, okay? So this is why I want to share this with you, because it's really, really important that you get this. Okay, I'm not standing here in front of you talking about focus and going, oh well, you just got to learn how to focus and see you later. There's specific things that you've got to do. You've got to mentally condition yourself, right? If you don't mentally condition yourself off the course, how do you expect to mentally condition yourself on the course so that you're going to perform when you go and play? It's too hard. Okay, you can't expect that you can go and practice with no pressure, okay? You can go and do all this stuff with no pressure, but when you're under pressure, which is out on the course, not pressure from other people, just pressure on yourself, right? Because you've got to make that one shot count. Now, if you're under pressure and you're not coping with pressure because you haven't learned how to focus, that's our key word today, focus. If you haven't learned how to focus, then how do you expect it to all happen? It just doesn't. That's reality. Okay, I'm here to give you a reality check today, right? You know I'm here to help you, but we need to start getting this right. And I'll be doing more of this throughout videos in the future, as I'll make sure that I'll spend some time just talking to you about how you can improve on this. Because if you don't improve on this, this isn't going to improve either. Okay, your performance out on the golf course is not going to improve either. So it's really, really important that we work on this. I could keep going for hours, but I won't. So how do we focus? Okay, I have talked about this in a previous video before about focusing. And I've had a few people come up and say, oh yeah, I'll do it. And it doesn't last for long. So let's think about success, all right? Success in golf is the action of small daily disciplines that you do, okay? So it's small disciplines that you do each day that's going to give you the success that you want. So if you want to improve your golf, then there's some small specific daily actions or disciplines that you need to do so you can improve your golf. So from a mental point of view, from a focus point of view, because that's what we're talking about today, is you need to make sure that you're working on this specific thing. And I have mentioned it before and I'm going to say it again because I have told you all about it in a previous video. And it's meditation. And you're like, oh, Tiff, that's a bit woo-woo for me, meditation. Well, yes, you need to learn to meditate. Now, I wish that I had learnt this in my tennis days. Okay, you may know the story. I was a tennis player before and my goal was to be a #1 tennis player in the world, and it didn't happen. I had the skills, but I didn't have this, right? So I was 19, 20, absolutely devastated because I made the decision that I most likely wouldn't make it because I didn't know how to use this. I expected that I should know, but I didn't know, okay? So we can go on talk about that forever, but the reason I'm sharing this with you is that if you want to improve, you've got to learn how to use this. You've got to learn how to do the skill, right? So meditation actually teaches you how to focus. And you don't even need to do it out on the golf course. You might be thinking, yeah, great, Tiff, okay, all right, now I'm listening. Okay, now I'm open. I don't have to do it on the golf course. It's something small that I could do each day and that I could improve my focus out on the golf course. Because let me say to you this, I'm going to ask you a question. Can you make a decision of whether you want to improve your golf or not? Because it's up to you to make that decision. So if you decide, yes, this is what I want to do, I do want to improve my golf, I do want to learn how to focus better, fantastic. If you've decided that, Tiff, no, I don't want to put any more effort in. So you just got to remember, if you don't put any more effort in, this is the level that you're going to have to stay at. But if you said, no, I'm not interested, just just wait, okay? Just be open and just listen to what I have to say about meditating, because it will really help you focus. Now, I discovered meditation over 12 months ago. Hadn't done it before. Gee, I wish I had, for lots of reasons, like sport, okay, from my tennis days. But I discovered it, and it made a huge impact on me. So I play very little golf at the moment because I spend my time teaching and so on, and building another business. But I meditate every day. Now, what I notice is when I'm completely zoned in, when I'm out playing golf, I play awesome golf, right? Because I know how to use this. Even though I haven't physically practiced a lot, because I've worked so much mentally, this all just happens for me, okay? It's exciting, isn't it? So, meditation, how are we going to do it? Well, very simple for you, okay? Now, I've given a few people a challenge to do 2 minutes a day, and you know, the best thing is to start for 2 minutes, but you need to do it every day. Don't just do it before you go and play golf, because it's not going to help you. Remember, success is all about the daily disciplines that you're doing, okay? So all those little things that you do each day is going to create the result that you want. So what you need to do to meditate is go and find, it's best to find a quiet space in your home, or you can sit in the car and do it, you know, if the house is too noisy or whatever. I always do it really early in the morning, around about 4:45 in the morning, because I get up early, and because I've got no distractions, so I can just go and focus on doing that. Now, when you're meditating, all you're doing is you're doing a breathing technique. And why we're doing it this way is so that you're focusing on one thing, okay? You're just focusing on your breathing, and then you're going to be counting. Okay, that's it. So if thoughts run in through your mind, because they will, that's normal. What you want to make sure that you do is go, okay, all right, yep, just let those thoughts go and go, okay, no, I've got to go back and focus on what I'm doing with my breathing, because it's easy to get distracted. All right, and that's what happens on the golf course. It could be somebody that's really annoying you that you're playing with. It could be somebody that's really chatty as well. You know, you like them, but they're just really chatty and you're finding them really distracting. So we need to make sure that you're learning how to focus. And yes, this is a long video today, but I've been feeling compelled to share this one for a long time. And I believe, for me, I feel the time is now. We've got to make sure that you get this message, okay? So, meditation. How do you do it? Find a quiet place. So what I want you to do is, when you find your quiet place, I want you to close your eyes. Now on your phone, you can set, and I'll show you actually, on your phone, right, set it on airplane mode. And I'll show you, because then again, doesn't matter what time of day you do it. Right, so you see that? It's on airplane mode. Now when it goes on airplane mode, you can't get phone calls, which is great. And then what you do is then you go and then you set your timer. That's not so hard, is it? All right, so you set your timer. I'm going to challenge you to actually do it for 5 minutes, because I'm going to push you. Now, obviously I'm not going to be here watching, you know, standing over you, watching you. But my challenge to you is to do it for 5 minutes a day, and I want you to do it for 31 days straight. 5 minutes a day, 31 days straight. And then I want you to give me some feedback on how you went, and see if you notice anything different when you're out playing out on the golf course. If you're not, that's showing that you're still not working on the meditation side of things, okay? So find a quiet space, set the timer for 5 minutes. All you're then going to do is just close your eyes, and you're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want you to do that in your head, okay? So I don't want you to physically say it, like you can hear it from me, but I want you to say that in your head, because you'll find that as you're doing it, you may get distracted. Okay, other thoughts will come into your mind. I should be going out doing this. I should be doing that. I should be. No, you shouldn't be. You should be sitting where you are, and you should be listening to what you are doing, because you need to learn how to focus and stay in the moment. Okay? Really, really important. So you do that and you keep breathing until the 5 minutes is up. And I'll tell you, when you first started it, you're going to be wanting to check the phone, you're going to be wanting to check the time, is the time up yet? All of that. And I'm going to say to you, no, just close your eyes and keep going, because you're going to be very impatient. And what does golf teach you? Golf teaches you how to be patient, doesn't it? So we need to make sure that you're patient, okay? So you've got to learn to be patient. You can't be impatient in golf. Again, I could talk to you about being impatient all the time. I can pick whether a person's impatient or not by their golf swing. How quick they go, how quick they move, how quick they talk. I can tell instantly, right? And my job is always to make sure I slow that person down, okay? Simply so that they can play better, okay? Better golf. So this is what I'm here for. I'm here to help you, but you've got to put some time in, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to set the timer for 5 minutes. We're going to go and find a nice quiet space. We're going to close our eyes and just focus purely on breathing, okay? Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. You're going to do that for 5 minutes. And you're going to do that every day for 31 days. Now, if you're up to the challenge of doing that and testing it, look at it as a test, okay? Test you and see how it works for you, because I know how it works for me, because I've been doing it for a long time now, you know, over a year, that's a long time. But I noticed a big difference after about a month. Okay, so I want to see if you notice a difference when you put yourself under the challenge. If you want to improve your focus, this is how you're going. This is the first step. There's a lot of other things to do, but this is going to be the first step, is focus on your breathing, okay? Staying in the moment, so that you can teach yourself how to stay in the moment when you're sitting, so that slowly over time you're going to teach yourself how to stay in the moment when you're playing golf. Well, that's all I had to share with you today. It's all about focus today, meditating, making sure you're doing that breathing activity and making sure that you're doing it for how many days? Yes, 31 days. Okay, so if you really enjoyed today's video and you know, for today's tip, and you sat through the whole thing and listened to me talk to you about focus, thank you, I appreciate it. And I'd love it if you could leave a comment down below and share with me what you like best about what you heard today, and also that you're going to take on the 31-day challenge and test yourself and see how you go after you've been doing this meditation exercise every day for 31 days. I want to see if you notice a difference out on the golf course, and I want you to come back and tell me about it, okay? So in saying that, I hope you have an awesome day. Remember, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And what do we always do? We tee it high, let it fly. Have an absolutely awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.